Alright, so this is a video I never wanted to make. Number one, because they're pretty cringe. I hate when people make announcements like this because I think they're stupid. But it's been like 2 months now at this point, and I feel like I kind of need to address the elephant in the room. Well, perhaps the lack thereof, right? So if it wasn't completely obvious, I've pretty much stopped playing Destiny 2. And I'll devolve into the reasons why. Maybe devolve's not the right word. I'll get into the reasons why, and I'll elaborate a little bit. But I've explained it like 300 gajillion times, and I'm just so fucking tired of explaining it over and over and over again. And there's a much more elaborate reasons and stuff like that than what I'm going to go into. But I'm going to condense this into this like 10-minute trials gameplay with Drew and one of our friends, Gabe. I don't know. This was from whatever the 6th month of the year is. I think that's, what is that, June 15th? Yeah, so this is from June 15th. And this is being recorded at 3:18 a.m. On August 13th, which is quite close to my birthday. Don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, so I just want to cover this, cover these bases. That's it, really. This is off the script. This is 100% genuine, bona fide, circumcised sides business here. So. Like I said, it's pretty damn obvious. I haven't been playing Destiny 2, and I have, for lack of a better word or lack of a better expression, quit playing the game. Now, some of you, or most of you, or all of you, are probably like, why? Why, Sides? Why do quit? And it's quite simple, really. It's quite a multifaceted answer, so I'll try to break it down into a very simple explanation here. The first and foremost concept is that it's clear that my vision for PvP, since I'm a PvP content creator, PvP is primarily what I do in Destiny, and it's primarily what I do in most games. Hold for some MMOs, or most MMOs, or all MMOs. It is clear that my vision and how I want Destiny 2 and that type of deal, let's say Crucible, the Crucible as a whole, the direction and, I guess, style that I would like it to go in is vastly and extremely different from what Bungie has planned. It seems that Bungie, although they've made statements that, you know, are on the contrary to this, it seems like they want to focus this more ability-centric gameplay. Whether or not that's, you know, true or false, I 100% believe that like the abilities team and all the sandboxes teams have this common vision of they want a unified Crucible where gunplays are there and abilities are also there. And I'm not saying I want this ability-less game where it's like, oh, just go play Counter-Strike or whatever the hell. It's nothing like that. It's just, I've grown steadily more and more jaded at how oppressive and how strong and how easy the game has gotten from the accessibility of abilities. That was a good one. Throughout the years. And this is indicative all the way to, like, you know, the end of year 1, where I got really pissy about Wormstriders in Season 3. And like just how imbalanced that class was, all the way from the neutral to the super, where like you would get people doing like 75-degree vertical slashes in their super that would slash higher than my like Storm Transblink, and this is the pre-nerf Storm Transblink. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. I gotta digress. So it's coming from my vision and Bungie's vision of PvP are two vastly different images. That's a primary reason. And so the other reason is more of a meta reason, and I mean meta not in the sense that like, oh, this is what the meta is. It's more of like it's a reason that's composed of multiple reasons, or it's like a reason on a reason.
They're going to the right.
Let's put it like this. So ideally, most of you people probably watch me not because I'm entertaining, because I have no personality. I'm not entertaining. Let's just go ahead and clear the air there. But much more of a, I probably shoot guns in a remotely pleasing manner to you. Whether or not you think I'm good, bad, circle, square, or triangle, that's up to you. I don't have to like my content. You guys do, right? I just have to make it so that other people like it. And other people like to see me shoot guns in Destiny. It's quite obvious from my performance on YouTube and Twitch. My analytics are absolutely violated whenever I have non-Destiny content. And while I don't really care about that concept because I formerly was a Destiny content creator, right? Like, I can't expect a UFC fighter to go and watch fucking Teletubbies. Or like a UFC watcher to watch Teletubbies. That's just not gonna happen, right? And that's like the vast comparison, right? I can't expect a guy who likes oatmeal to, you know, want to one day just change it up and I'm gonna eat some Fruit Loops. Anyway, I'm getting off that tangent. So back to the main point, which is I like to play games for improvement. I like to get good or get better at games. Like, all memes aside, I take joy in developing mastery of my craft and what I do, in any access of life, right? I'm a relatively competitive person, which that's a blessing and a curse, but like that's whatever. So when you think of Destiny, you kind of, as an FPS, at least as like as a PvP game, for me, I generally played it pretty casually, right? Like I obviously have far more hours and like far more of an extreme view of casual than most people do. But let's compare it to like Counter-Strike again. We'll bring up that Counter-Strike comparison, and I'm not like fanboying Counter-Strike or anything like that. It's just an accessible like comparison, right? When you say someone, oh yeah, I'm good at Destiny 2 PvP, like you get laughed at. But if you say you're good at Counter-Strike, people are like, oh, are you rank G or you rank S, FPL, or what's your matchmaking rank, lol. It's like no one, like, what is being 5500? What is being gilded flawless? You just look like a fucking loser. You know what I mean? And like that's just how I see it, right? I think that's how most people see it. It's just like there's no merit there. It's not hard. The game is getting progressively easier with cheesy exotics, cheesy weapons, easier gunplay, more like there's just so much there. And that's not at fault of anyone. I think that until now, there's probably been a weird disconnect in a sandbox team. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. But it seems like, based on recent information that has come forth, it seems like they're really working in the next few seasons to like kind of have PvP not be this like fucking circus freak like cock show. I don't even know what to say. Anyway, that's what a lot of it is. I feel like there's no fucking reason for me to continue playing this game in a sense of progression. I have gone as far as I can possibly go as a person. There are people better than me, and there will always be people better than me. I'm not saying I'm the best ever, or the best there ever will be, or like I'm not no like fucking Bret Hart, whatever the hell. It's just a matter of like, why am I still playing this game when I could be playing something? I could be playing fucking Valorant, and that game sucks balls. I could be playing Rocket League. As a matter of fact, I have been playing Rocket League, and I have a little bit more like respect for the people that are good at that game. Because, bro, you ever seen some of these freestylers hitting these like off the wall, off the ceiling, like fucking double flip? What the? I don't even know what the hell they're doing. Air roll right? It's crazy. And then like, what's a Destiny player do? What's the skill? Like, what's the cap of like mechanical skill in Destiny? Right? It's abusing aim assistance and can you stompy jump off a ceiling because you watched the video. It's like shit like that, where it's just like, what the hell? I have like little to no respect for that. And while that might be a me problem, I don't want to ruin the game for other people. So this is like I would say, it's like, I'm gonna stop with the whole like salty kind of like, oh, this game's stupid because I can't be good at it. Like, I'm gonna cut that out right here because I don't want to ruin the game for other people. That's not what this video's about. That's a fucking lame mentality if you try to ruin the game for other people, or like your friends, like they stop playing and they are like, oh, the game's shit, why do you still play that? Like, that's a ball sucker mentality. And like, yeah.
That's fine. You got out 2 servers.
On top of that, there's more of a, like, less of a direct thing, but I'm being more and more turned off of FPS games as a whole. But I'm still gonna play Battlefield, like 2042 and Halo Infinite. I might even play Halo Infinite competitively. It depends on how convinced I am. And I'm bringing both of these up because it relates to my next point, is the general mentality of people in FPS games nowadays. It's always this input debate where it's like controller OP, mouse and keyboard OP, and like I'm just so tired of the back and forth bitching. It's because it's always the grass is greener on the other side. When in my mind, I'm just like, dude, I don't care if they're on controller. Like, I want people to think I'm on controller. I want people to think I'm on mouse and keyboard, right? Like, I just want to be good. Like, I want to be better than everyone else, right? Like, I don't care if I'm better than everyone else. I just want to be the best that I can be and say, hey, I can effectively take a loss to nobody and I can take a win to anyone, right? That's what I care about. It turns me off of shooting game, like FPS, third-person shooters, whatever, so fucking much to see all this bitching, and it's never anyone's fault. It's never anyone's fault. It's their input's better, or like, like, it's just stupid. I hate it so much. It's turned me off so much from shooting games. So I've been spending a lot of time in MMOs, most specifically Rake RuneScape, but that's a whole other thing, man. Anyway, that's a little thing I wanted to bring up. So if you're bitching about input methods, stop bitching, consider whether or not you just suck balls at the game, and get good. Stop being a pussy about it. That's it. with that being said, that's about the end of this video. TLDR, TLDW, I quit Destiny because my vision and Bungie's vision for PvP definitely seem to be on two different extremes of the spectrum. Let's see, semicolon. I feel like I've done all that's worth doing in Destiny for me, at least, and I feel like there's no merit to what I'm doing. I feel like my craft's like drinking carbonation, but like without the liquid. And if you are complaining about input methods, stop being a bitch. That's about it. I'm continuing on creating content. I stream like pretty much every day on Twitch. It's definitely taken more of a variety flow, since I don't know what the hell to do until like the new games like, you know, Diablo and Battlefield and Halo and all these new games come out. And like I still play Destiny once in a blue moon with the boys, right? Like maybe we do some raids, or maybe I'll like get on for Iron Banner or something. But that's such a rare circumstance nowadays because, you know what I mean? It's kind of like taking a hammer to the nuts. It's just no one wants to do it. And I don't tend to be too drab about it unless someone like really gets me going on a tangent like I'm on right now. So yeah, if this means you want to unsub or unfollow or whatever you want to do on the platforms, hey, I get it 100%, no hate there. I 1000% get it. Fuck you, get out of the no, I'm kidding. But hey, I appreciated the viewership. Hopefully there's another person who can fill this niche for you in Destiny or whatever kind of content style you like. If maybe you're interested in what I have to do, look forward, throw out suggestions, do whatever you want, man. Just keep watching. Like I said, still stream every day on Twitch, still intend on making YouTube videos. Haven't had much content to make on YouTube because I don't want to burn myself out of Battlefield too much, so I haven't been playing too much of that. It's mostly just been stream focused as it generally was, and then I would make YouTube videos on the side, totaling about 40 hours a week, but it's been more like 20 recently. And this channel's been dead, so I wanted to upload something. Didn't want to make one of these videos because they're cringe. I quitting Destiny too. Like you always see that Twitter thread, it's a twit longer. Like no one gives a fuck, dude. No one gives a fuck about that. No one gives a shit. The only person who cares is you, right? That's it. Anyway, that's all I have to say here. 12.5 minutes. If this was a waste of time, hey, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck you, I guess. And yeah, yo, I appreciate everyone for watching. I appreciate all the support throughout Destiny. You guys have, even if maybe it was for a brief moment, maybe this is the end, right? I got to live the dream, you know, I got to play video games for a living. And if this is where it ends with me stopping playing this abomination of a game that I really don't like playing anymore, hey, then so be it, right? You gotta hit the crack pipe to hit the crack, right? That's all I have to say. Appreciate you guys. Peace. And there is a possibility that I start playing again, but it's pretty unlikely given the circumstances.